Assalamu alaikum everyone. How are you all? I hope you are all will be doing well. I'm your host and HR member of Women Fortune Tech Yaqut Akbar. Today's session is about the present tense, which will be presented by our mentor, Ma'am Sabiha Hadi. She's a student of BS English and also an expert in document editor and creator, a presentation creator, and also a data analysis and management. An expert in data analysis and management. First of all, I welcome to our mentor, Ma'am Sabiha Hadi, for her time. And I think we should now start our session. Ma'am, are you ready?
Thank you. Yes, I'm ready. Assalamu alaikum, everyone.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you all?
Good, Alhamdulillah.
Okay, I'm sorry for yesterday's class due to my sickness, so I didn't take the class. Today I will study about the present tense. Okay, just wait a minute for. Okay, today is our topic about present tense with four aspects. First, we understand it. What are tenses in English, and how many tenses are there? Actually, tenses shows the time of an action or event. It means that tense shows us the time of an action or event, what did in the past, what are doing, and what will be do. It actually talk about the action or event. It tells us when something happens. It also tells us when something happens, like when action or event happens in the past, in the present, or in the future. There are three main tenses, okay? There are three main tenses in English. The first one is present tense. Present tense means that things happening now. For example, now I am teaching you, so it means that it is the present time and it shows a present tense. The next one is past tense. Things that happened before. That happened before from the present time, like yesterday, or from the present time, previous time. Future tense, things that will happen later. Future tense are those tenses which happens later. After the present, future tense will happen. Now there are three main tenses: present tense, past tense, future tense. Now we have four aspects of each tenses, like which shows the type of duration of the action. We have four aspects: simple, continuous or progressive, perfect, and perfect continuous. These four aspects in each tenses. For example, in present tense, simple present tense, simple continuous or progressive tense, simple perfect tense, and simple perfect continuous tense. In past, past simple, past continuous or progressive, past perfect, or past continuous. In future, future simple tense, future continuous or progressive tense, future perfect continuous tense, and future perfect tense. So we have 12 aspects of tenses. Here I mentioned that three tenses multiplied by four aspects. Each tense is has four aspects, so equal to 12 tenses. So we have 12 tenses. Three are main tenses and the rest of the 12 are aspect of the tenses. Now you are getting me, girls? Girls, are you clear? Okay. So today we only talk about the present tense. That what is the present tense and what is its structures and its aspects. What is present tense? Actually, the present tense is used to talk about things that are happening now. Present tense is talk about the things that are happening now. For example, I am teaching you. So I am teaching you now. I am teaching you. So it shows a present tense. As well as present tense talk about the habits or daily routines. When we talk about our habits, when we express our habits, so we and daily routine, so we actually use a present tense. The third one is facts or general truths. When we talk about the facts, the reality or the general truths, so we use present tense. Now the first aspect of present tense is present simple tense. Present simple tense is used for habits, daily routines, and general facts. This aspect of simple present tense is used for habits, when we talk about habits, daily routines, and general truth. And its structure is subject. Then after subject, we use main verb or base verb. Then we use plus es for he, she, it. Then we use object and rest of the sentence. For example, I go to school every day. So here I go to school every day. This is the daily routine. And we said that present simple tense is talk about the daily routine. So I go to school every day. Here it shows a present tense because it talk about the daily routines. Here I is a subject, go. Go is a main verb or base verb. Here I didn't use s or es because I is a first person pronoun, and when we put first person pronoun, so we don't put s and es with base verb. When a subject is a singular, like she, he, it, when a subject is a singular, so when we put s and es with a base verb. Are you getting me, girls? Girls, are you getting me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, in the next sentence, she drinks tea in the morning. She drinks tea in the morning. It's talk about the habit and it's talk about the daily routine. So we use simple present tense. Here she is a subject and she is a singular subject. Drinks is a base verb or main verb. I put s with drinks. Drink. Why? Because the subject is singular. And when the subject is singular, so there are rules that when a subject is singular in a simple tense, we put s and es with base verb. So she drinks tea in the morning. Here she is a subject, drinks is a base form of verb or main verb. Tea is the object, in the morning is rest of the sentence. The sun rises in the east. The sun rises in the east. It's talk about the general facts or general truth. So here we use present simple tense when we talk about daily routine, habits, and general facts. So we use present simple tense. And the structure of the simple present tense is subject plus main verb, ses with singular subject, then object, then rest of the sentence. How to understand? How we understand that it is a present simple tense? If something happens regularly or is always true. For example, when we doing action regularly and every day, and when we talk about the truth, which is always truth, so we use simple present tense. Okay. Now, present continuous tense. It is the second aspect of present tense. Present continuous tense is also called present progressive, and simple present tense is also called present indefinite. Okay, when someone asks from you that what is a present indefinite tense, so you must be know that indefinite or simple present tense are same tense. Okay. Present continuous tense, also called present progressive tense. It is used for action happening now or around this time. The action which is using, the action which is happening now, like now what are you doing, and now what is happening, it shows the present continuous tense. Structure: subject plus m is r, depend on singular or plural subject, plus verb, main verb, and with main verb we put ing and rest of the sentence. For example, I am teaching English now. I am teaching English now. It is the action happening now. So here I is a singular subject, M is a helping verb, and why M is a helping verb of I? Because for I we use M. Teaching, it is a main verb or base verb. With teach, actually teach is a main verb, and here we put ing with verb because the action is progressive, the action is continuous. I am teaching English now means I am teaching, the action is continue. The second version is he is playing football, they are watching TV means the actions are progressive, are continuous. How to understand? If something is happening right now, if something happening, so it means use present continuous. Now I'm talking, it's the action of happening, it's the action which is happening right now, so I'm talking, so I use present continuous tense. Now present perfect tense. Present perfect tense used for actions that started in the past and continue now or have just finished. Actually, when the action that was started in the past and continue now, or maybe it just finished, so we use present perfect tense. Here the structure of present perfect tense is subject plus has or have. Has is used for singular and for I, and has is used for singular and have is used for I and plural, plus past participle verb third form. We use main verb third form and rest of the sentence. For example, I have finished my homework. Here I start the action in the past and now my action is finished. So here I use present perfect tense. I is a subject, have is a helping verb of present perfect tense. Finished, finished is a third form of verb. My homework, rest of the sentence. The next example is she has lived here for 5 years. They have eaten lunch. How to understand that it is a present perfect tense? If something has just happened or still affect the present, use present perfect tense. When something was just have happened in the past and still affect our present, so we use present perfect tense. The fourth aspect of present tense is present perfect continuous tense or present perfect progressive tense. It is used for action that started in the past and still going. It is the action that started in the past but still going. Here the structure is subject plus has have, and with has have we also put been plus verb plus ing. For example, I have been studied for 2 hours. It means that I started study for 2 hours. I started study since 7 p.m. and up till now I am studying. So it means it shows the action which was start in the past and still going. Then we use present perfect continuous tense. She has been working since morning. They have been playing cricket all day. They have been playing cricket all day means they started playing cricket since 7 a.m. and up till now they are playing cricket. So present perfect continuous or present perfect progressive tense used for action that started in the past and still going. Are you clear, girls?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, in the first four aspects, I only talk about positive structure, but we have four structures in one tense, in one aspect of the tense, like positive, negative, interrogative, and negative interrogative. So, present simple tense, we have four structures. The first one is positive, subject plus base verb, and with base verb we put ses for he, she, it. If he, she, it is actually the singular subject. The example is she drinks tea. She drinks tea. She is a subject. Drink is a base verb, and here we put s because the subject is singular, and tea is a rest of the sentence or object. The negative, here the negative structure. In the negative structure, first we put subject plus do, does. Do, does, do for plural and I, and does for singular subject, plus not because it's a negative sentence, so we use not plus base form of verb. So according to the structure, here we put she subject, does is a part of this negative structure, and why we put does, because she is a singular subject, we put does. Not plus base form of verb drink and tea, so she doesn't drink tea. Here it is a negative structure, so we use the negative structure, and according to the negative structure we make a sentence. Now interrogative. In interrogative structure, first we put do, does, then after this subject plus base form of verb and main verb. Does she drink tea? Because it's an interrogative, it's a question. Does she drink tea? Now negative interrogative structure. In negative interrogative structure, first we put do not, does not, plus subject, plus base form of verb. So, doesn't she drink tea? Does not she drink tea? It is a negative interrogative structure of a simple present tense. Are you understand? Now, present continuous tense or present progressive
Yes,
tense.
ma'am, we understand.
Okay, good. The positive structure is we first we put subject plus m is r plus verb plus ing, and then rest of the sentence. The example is they are studying English. It is a positive sentence in present continuous tense. The next one is negative, subject m is r plus not plus verb plus ing. They are not studying English. Because it is a negative sentence, we use negative structure of present continuous tense. Interrogative sentence, when we question about something, so first we use a question word. For example, here r m is r plus subject plus verb plus ing, then rest of the sentence, then question mark. Are they studying English? It is an interrogative sentence of present progressive tense. Negative interrogative. M is R plus subject plus not plus verb plus ing. The example is, are they not studying English? According to this structure, we make a sentence. Okay, girls? So you
Okay,
should,
ma'am.
yes, so you should remember these four structure of all the aspect of tenses. Then it is very helpful when we make a sentences in past, future, and present tense. Now present perfect tense. The positive structure is subject plus has, have plus past participle. The example is he has finished his homework. Why I use has here? Why not have? Give me answer. Why I use has in this sentence? Why not have?
Has is the
Because
present form of verb.
What?
Has is used in the present form of verb, whereas had is
Yes.
used in the past.
So have is also used in the present perfect tense.
because the subject is singular.
Yes, the subject is singular. That's why I use has. Now, negative structure is subject plus has, have plus not plus participle, word third form. Okay, verb third form. He hasn't finished his homework or he has not finished his homework. Interrogative has, have plus subject plus past participle or verb third form and rest of this sentence. Has he finished his homework? Then question mark. In interrogative sentence, we use question mark. In positive and negative sentence, we use full stop at the end of the sentence. Now, negative interrogative structure has not or have not plus subject plus past participle verb that form, rest of the sentence, then question mark. Has not he finished his homework? It is the example of negative interrogative structure of the present perfect tense. Now, present perfect continuous tense. The structure is the positive structure is subject, has, have, and we use been. We use been in every perfect present perfect continuous tense. In every perfect continuous tense, either they are present, past, or future, we use been or been. Okay. Plus verb plus ing. The example is I have been working since morning. Here I use since because I talk about the time, then since morning. Since or for is used to talk about the time that the what the action what actually happened. Negative structure subject plus has or have, not been plus verb plus ing. Example is I haven't been working since morning. In interrogative structure, first we put has or have plus subject plus been plus verb plus ing, rest of the sentence, then question mark. Have you been working since morning? Now, negative interrogative structure, first we put hasn't or haven't plus subject plus been plus verb plus ing plus rest of the sentence, then question mark. Haven't you been working since morning? So these all structure are the present perfect continuous tense, and I gave you examples. Now you are clear my points what I said. Girls, reply me. Okay. Now one by one, you all are talk about the structures of the present simple tense. Okay, it is the revision of you. Okay, and make one example. Here are the structure of present simple tense. The first structure is positive sentence. Now you make one example of positive simple tense, present simple tense, positive structure, please. One student should make positive structure of present simple tense. It's
Ali
very
loves to
easy.
eat ice cream.
Please speak again.
Ali loves to eat ice cream.
Ali loves.
To eat ice cream.
Yes, you are right. Now, next student, give me the example of negative structure of present simple tense. Girls, speak, okay? Angry bird, I study English. Yes, you are right. Give me the example of negative structure, please. First we use subject, then after this do, does, then not, then base verb. Girls, please respond me quickly. She does not read book. Yes, Leila Aziz, you are right. Now make example. He is not very clever. Good. Now example of interrogative sentence of present simple tense. Leila, Faiza, and Angry Bird. Why you are not speaking in my class? Please speak. Don't type or text me. Speak.
Does she likes ice cream?
Yes, you are right, Tamanna. Good. Okay. Amna Sahab, give me example of negative interrogative structure of simple present tense, please. Amna, you hear me? Okay, Asma Shahid, give me example of negative interrogative of present simple tense, please. Here is the structure. I mentioned each and everything. That how you make a sentence.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam.
Yes, please give me example of
Can you repeat?
interrogative.
Can you repeat your question?
Yes, yes. Negative interrogative.
Interrogative.
Negative
Um,
interrogative.
like, don't you like coffee or tea?
Yes,
Something like that.
yes, yes, you are right. Good. Sorry, Asma Shahid. Asma Shahid, give me the example of another tense which is present continuous tense, the example of positive structure. Asma Shahid. Of Faiza Noor. Give me example. Present continuous tense, positive structure, please. They are all silent. They are waiting for the bus. Yes, you are right, Tamanna. Tamanna, why you are not speaking? Samrana Mahmood, I'm working on my laptop. Yes, you are right. Good. Yes, Faiza, please speak. Yes, Faiza. I'm waiting for your speaking. Girls, are you understand today's lecture?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Yes, Faiza, please speak. Leila Aziz, you should also speak, okay? Faiza, what are you doing? Your mic is on and you are not speaking. They are going to school. Yes, Angry Bird, you are right. And where is Yakut? Make one example. Negative. Present continuous tense in negative structure. You are silent today. Why? Oh, okay. That's why you are not speaking. And what about the rest of the girls? They are not speaking. How I motivate them? Okay. You should get. You should do your home. Okay, Leila Aziz. I will trying my best, ma'am, but actually my it's okay, no problem. You will speak. You speak, okay? Now you speak, no problem. Okay, Yakut, you should end up the session. Okay, Leila, thank you.
I think we should end our session now, and each and every student will get the session correctly. They all, they all get the important points about the present tense, and see you all in the next session tomorrow. Ma'am, thank you so much for your time. Allah Hafiz.
Welcome. Thank you. Allah Hafiz. Bye.